All right, so today we're diving deep into the story of Joseph, Genesis chapter 39, and wow, talk about a story.
Definitely one of the most dramatic stories in Genesis.
It's got it all. Betrayal, enslavement, unjust imprisonment. Yet through it all, we see this incredible thread of integrity and faith. Really makes you think.
Yeah, it's a powerful testament to human resilience.
Absolutely. So we find Joseph in Potiphar's house, right? Sold into slavery by his own brothers, then boom, he's in this totally foreign environment. Like, how do you even process that?
Right. Talk about a hostile work environment. Yet, even in that situation, the text really emphasizes how he prospers, finds favor in Potiphar's eyes.
It's almost like he's got this, I don't know, this ability to rise above.
It makes you wonder what set him apart. Was it just hard work? Or because the text very clearly states that the Lord was with Joseph, was it something more?
Okay, so maybe a little bit of both. I mean, it's not like he wasn't working hard, right? He's
Yeah.
essentially a slave, but he's like exceeding all expectations.
Right, exactly. He's got that integrity, the dedication, but also perhaps divine favor. It's an interesting dynamic that the story doesn't shy away from.
Not at all. And just when things seem to be, dare I say, looking up for Joseph Bam, Potiphar's wife enters the scene.
Talk about a turning point in the story. Here he is at the peak of his success in Potiphar's house, and this incredibly powerful woman attempts to seduce him.
I mean, could you imagine being in his position? Talk about pressure. So how does Joseph handle this?
Well, he does what Joseph does best, remains true to himself. He refuses her advances, point blank. And the way he phrases his refusal is fascinating. He connects it directly with his faith, saying he cannot sin against God.
It's like he's saying his loyalty to God is more important than any benefit he might get.
And remember, this is ancient Egypt. The idea of one God, let alone remaining faithful to him above all else, would have been incredibly radical.
Totally. And, as we often see, doing the right thing doesn't always guarantee a smooth path, right?
Oh, absolutely not. In fact, in Joseph's case, it seems to make things worse. Because despite his refusal, he's falsely accused. Potiphar's wife, scorns and vengeful, throws him into prison.
Mm-hmm. That's rough. Talk about a gut punch. Just when it seems like he's caught a break, he's slammed back down. Makes you wonder, like, why even bother doing the right thing if this is the result?
And that, I think, is one of the most crucial points of the story. Life isn't always fair. Sometimes doing the right thing leads to suffering. But what defines us is how we respond to those challenges.
So how does Joseph respond? Does he just fall apart?
Nope. And that's what makes him such an enduring figure. Even in the depths of prison, unjustly accused, the text still reminds us God is with Joseph. Instead of bitterness, we see resilience.
It's kind of mind-blowing, right? The story barely touches on the hardship of prison life. Instead, it focuses on Joseph's rise. Even there, he gains the warden's trust, gets put in a position of authority over the other prisoners. It's wild.
It really speaks to that inner strength, that faith that continues to guide him. Even in the darkest of places, he's able to shine. It's a message that I think resonates deeply. No matter how difficult your circumstances, there's always a way to hold on to your values, your integrity.
Powerful stuff. So, as we leave Joseph in this, let's call it temporary setback, what would you say are the key takeaways for our listeners?
I think Joseph's story reminds us that our faith, our integrity, they're tested most, not in times of ease and comfort, but in the fires of hardship and adversity. Anyone can be good when things are good. It's how we respond when life throws us those curveballs that truly defines who we are.
Beautifully said. And, it makes you wonder how differently things will go when and if he ever sees his brothers again. But I guess we'll have to save that story for another deep dive.
Definitely one to look forward to.
Absolutely. Until next time, folks, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep diving deep into the scripture.